Welcome to Mr. Giant Reacts a Ting and Ting and Ting. And today we're going to be reacting to the 10 biggest lies about Romania. Someone suggested that I watch this, right? But the funny thing about it is I had already had this saved to watch it. So, to all my Romanian peeps who are watching, hit me up below and let me know if this is accurate or not. Okay, let's YouTube and simmer and learn what the 10 biggest lies of Romania is.
Romania is an amazing country that sometimes is very misunderstood by those who haven't visited the country at all. And because of that, a lot of stereotypes have formed, so we're going to talk about those right now. What's going on, guys? My name is Leroy Kent, and welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. And I found 10 surprising stereotypes, and some of them are just plain lies that people believe about Romania. First thing to look at is that Romania is a land of gypsies. Romanian people often get so annoyed, and rightfully so, when foreign media portray them as being gypsies. The thing to note, though, is that gypsies are a minority in Romania, making up only 3% of the entire population. And when it comes to gypsies specifically, don't expect all gypsies to be beggars and ready to steal from you. There is a whole world and culture with the gypsies that it'll surprise you once you start learning about some of their traditions and practices. They're very fascinating people. Romania is the land of Dracula. Count Dracula is one of the most...
Also, let me add my 2 cents in here. Using the word gypsy, they're Romani people. And I did a video on the Romani people. I'll leave a link in one of the cards at the end of this video, so that you could go check that out. But I grew up hearing about them for years. You know what I mean? And even here, when you see Western movies and stuff, you see them as witchcraft people and thieves and criminals and swindlers and all that stuff. Isn't it crazy how people get a certain stereotype stuck to them? And even though they may have progressed to a certain degree, those stereotypes stick and people still look at them in a certain way. Now, the good thing about me is I never ever thought of Romania as a place of just Romani people. You know what I mean? I've always read about it, about Romania and stuff like that, and know that there was just a minority in there. But let's keep going and see what the other lies that were told about Romania.
Count Dracula is one of the most famous characters related to Romania, but he actually isn't even really linked to the country in any way. Dracula is often associated with Vlad the Impaler, who was a former ruler of Wallachia, but Dracula is just a fictional vampire created by the Irish writer Bram Stoker. Dracula doesn't even show up in any Romanian folklore or literature, and also there aren't any hordes of vampires roaming around the place. Another thing people believe about Romania is that Romanian is similar to Russian.
Never thought that.
Romania is located close to Russia and it's surrounded by other Slavic-speaking countries, people often think the Romanian language is similar to Russian and that people from Romania understand Russian. Romanian, however, is actually a Romance language similar to French, Spanish, and Italian. Also, everything is cheap in Romania, right? While travelers may expect lower prices when visiting Romania, it really depends on what you're actually buying. So if you're out to buy food, you're going to see that it's somewhat cheaper than in Central and Western European countries. However, if you're buying things like gas to fuel up your vehicle or clothing, you can expect to pay the same amount as in Central and Western Europe. Oh my god, and this is huge. Stray dogs. So this belief stems from Bucharest, the capital city of Romania. Why? Because stray dogs were once a big problem for many years. But now when visiting the capital, you may see a stray dog here and there if you're lucky. But while you may see the stray dog here and there, the numbers of stray dogs have drastically been reduced, especially since the year 2014. So that lie you can just toss out with the rest of them. And Romania is dirty. Have you heard this one? Okay, so Romania does have a lot of variation in the look of its architecture, which may look odd to some foreigners. However, the streets of Romania are kept pretty clean. On top of that, the city of Cluj-Napoca in Romania ranked #1 in Europe for air quality, and this was based on a study by the French magazine Oui Demain. There also is a belief that
Why is it that that's one of the first things people go to? You know what I mean? Like he said, they think Romania is dirty. Why? Why would you think Romania is dirty? If you visit one part of it and it's not the best, why? No, it could be like he said, the various architectural structures and stuff. It also could be that a certain industrialized modern place, it might look dirty because it doesn't have that sleek modern look to it. You know what I mean? Which is boring to me. I like that old architectural look. You know what I mean? Give the place a sense of mystery. A sense of romance for me. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't look at it as dirty. I would look at it as romantic, somewhere to go have an adventure, to peruse all these old buildings and stuff. You know what I mean? Walk in history, if you will. But let's keep going here.
That Romanians are poor. Romania is often qualified as a poor country, and people who haven't visited think that it's an underdeveloped country as well. Well, it's true, yeah, the average take-home salary is much less than countries like Germany and France, but the cost of living in Romania is lower, so you gotta take that into account as well. Also, in 2017, the economy of Romania was the fastest growing in the entire European Union. Guys, did you know that Budapest is the capital of Romania?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I have messed this one up in the past.
Not me.
Budapest, it sounds so much like Bucharest, like it's an honest mistake, like for real. So I get why people believe that Budapest is Romania's capital. And some of you watching are probably like, wait, isn't Budapest its capital city? No, it's not. Bucharest is the capital. And I know I'm pronouncing it wrong because I have a Canadian accent, but I think it's like Bucharest. I think that's closer to the actual Romanian pronunciation. Second last thing I want to share is that some nations believe Romanian immigrants come to steal their jobs. And this is also linked to the all Romanians are gypsies belief. There was this big thing, especially over in the UK, where in 2014 there were reports about a ton of new Romanian and Bulgarian workers moving to the UK. But UK's former Prime Minister David Cameron came out with a statement saying that Romanians work hard, pay taxes, and are valued by their employers. They're not here to steal your jobs. They're just normal people trying to make an honest living. I'm sorry, Romanians. And the final thing I want to share is Romania is dangerous. Romania still suffers from the stigma attached to it in the 90s when there was an increase in theft as well as taxi drivers cheating passengers out of money. But things have changed a lot, and if you're still worried about traveling alone, Uber and other apps are great alternatives to street taxis. It's also still recommended that you take precautions like traveling anywhere in the world though. Like, I've been robbed in the streets of Canada, and Canadians are people who are known to say sorry even if you're the one who accidentally bumped into them. So it happens anywhere you go. But anyways guys, hopefully I gave you a whole new view of Romania and cleared up some of the false beliefs about the country. Of course,
No, none of the things he said about Romania that were lies, I believed. Maybe it's because I'm an immigrant here and I hear stories about what people say about where I'm from. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, in my island, I've heard stories about other countries, you know what I mean? That I figured couldn't be true. But I'm the type of go see for myself type of thing. So I got you all bucket listed, all right? You know what I mean? I'd like to go see all those old architectural buildings and stuff like that. That'd be so much fun to do. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave a link in the description to this video. And also, hey, let's stop prejudging each other and start getting to know each other before we start making up lies about our own countries and about other people's countries and their cultures, okay? You all take care of each other, all right? Cool runnings.